Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Those of you who are new, welcome to my little channel, and I'm so happy you found me. And to those who've been here for a while, welcome back. I'm Samantha of Samantha Sutherland Art and Books, where I like to talk about art, I like to talk about books, I like to talk about books on art, and I also just really like to talk about books and also film. And yeah. Also, I thought I would get the life update out of the way, and I have this little sign that says life stuff over for when I finish talking, because it's easier than trying to figure out the timestamp of when I have finished talking. So it's just as I thought it'd be easier just to chat and chat and chat, and then excuse me, I'll put my little sign up so that if you don't want to hear about the operation and stuff, which I completely understand because not everybody wants to hear about that, that's fine. It means you can fast forward and then you can press play when you know I've stopped talking about it. So I'm going to start now, and then when I've finished I will hold up my little sign. So I mentioned at the beginning of, beginning of this year, that I was going to be having an operation because they found a cyst on my pancreas, which was 3.5 centimeters, which is quite big, apparently. If I had my ruler, I'd show you how big it was. If you can find a ruler, have a look. But yeah, about this time last year, I was really ill. I was sent to the out-of-hours doctors at the hospital, who sent me from one hospital to my local hospital at Wythenshawe, where I spent all day. And the doctor who was there said, "We don't know what's up with you. It could be anything. It could be IBS related. Ask your doctor for a scan." So I was sent for an ultrasound scan because he thought it might be my gallbladder. I told it wasn't, and that was fine. So it wasn't that, but they found a cyst, and they didn't say anything else. And then come November of last year, I get a phone call. "We found a rather large cyst on your pancreas. It's 3.5 centimeters. It needs to be removed. We'll send you to a surgeon." I went to see the surgeon, who was kind of like, "Why have you come to see me?" And I was like, "Because they found a cyst." And he's like, "Well, you need a few more tests, but we can probably leave it." Because I spent 2 weeks in sheer and utter panic. He basically said that I was fine, that I was going to live a long and happy life and have a great Christmas. We had a great Christmas that year, mainly because I'd stopped panicking. So kind of fast forward to this year, which was January, February, I had a couple more tests, and then February I was told that I was going to be sent for surgery because they're going to have to remove my pancreas and part of my spleen. That's what the professor told me. So I changed quite a lot. I'm still changing quite a lot, like my diet and things. And I thought I'd best be prepared, because I remember diabetic stuff tasting horrible when I was younger, but it's come a long way, a very long way. And so I had the tests and everything, and he was like, "Yeah, we really need to take it out." And then on the day of the operation, which was last month, because we're in June, so May the 21st, I saw the professor again, and he was ever so lovely, and he put my mind at ease. He was just lovely all the way through. He said, "Yeah, we're just going to remove the cyst and nothing else. We're going to try and keep your spleen." So luckily, I've kept my spleen and the head of the pancreas, which is quite useful. I didn't know the pancreas was for digestion as well as creating insulin. I've learned quite a lot. I've also, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit thinner, because I've lost literally a stone since the 21st of May, because I eat what's called, or what I call, toddler-sized meals. I have a drain on my side, which annoyingly I've got a pancreatic leak, which is normal. And once that dries up, my drain can come out. It's just painful and annoying and irritating, and I just wish it would just hurry up, and I can be patient. And unfortunately, I'm also a little bit tired as well, so which isn't a surprise. So if my mind wanders a little bit, or I go blank, that's why I'm a bit tired today. I didn't sleep very well last night. But on my birthday, which was last Thursday, I saw the other consultant, because my consultant, he retired he passed me on to this very, very lovely female consultant, and she's ever so lovely. And she gave me the good news that it was just literally a cyst that grows for no reason other than it grows. Most people get them. There's no problems or anything like that. And I think I must have been having some sort of symptoms from it because it was quite big. I have noticed when I bend over, I don't feel this weird, like something big in there now. So that's quite good. So that it must have been causing some problems and some symptoms. But she said it will not cause a problem in the future because obviously when you hear you have a cyst that's large, it has to be removed. When you Google pancreatic cyst, you get the scary stuff. So you get it's a cancerous thing, it will lead to this, it will lead to that, you shorten your life, blah blah blah. That's why I panicked, but it won't now because it's been, as my daughter would put it, yeeted. So it came back as just a normal cyst, that's all it was, and it was an annoyance of a cyst. It's been taken out, it will not cause any problems now because it is gone. So that was great news to get on my birthday, and then she put a stitch in the drain because it did come away, which was great. Not how I wanted to spend my birthday, but I did get a slice of cheesecake out of it. I will put the pictures here somewhere because I took a picture of it with some of my birthday presents. And I want to show you what I got for my birthday now. So yes, I've finished talking about it now. I may mention it a little bit later on, or I may get a grimace on my face. If I do, it's because it's a bit sore. So yeah. So last week was my birthday, my 44th year on this planet. I had a list on Amazon just because it's easier for my dad and my husband, and I got some great presents. So I'll show you what I got for my daughter first. So I got, and I haven't even got my glasses on, oh dear, Liquitex acrylic marker. I know where my glasses are, I can see them, they're over there. So this one is because I was inspired by Emily Powell's artwork, and I decided I wanted to do more bright coloured artwork, so I asked for bright things. So my husband kind of went, put some art stuff on your list as well. I put mainly, I want to get into more quilting because I have to be very careful. I have to take it easy for a few months, not just to regain my my energy, but my strength as well, and also because everything's still healing. I got these, which are Ecoline brush pen set in bright. I did swatch these as well, so I'll show you the swatches. They are beautiful. So I'm going to really enjoy creating very colourful landscapes with these. That was the whole reason, is because I want to get away from doing kind of, you know, the natural kind of, those kind of ones that I've been doing. I want to just do something really bright and colourful. I got this really cute little, this was off my daughter as well. It's a palette. So I'm going to get some gouache. I'm going to fill these with gouache. That's the mixing thing. It's magnetised, and it's a travel one as well. So it goes really, really well on my my board thing that I bought. I think I've shown you that. I can't think what it's called. It's from an artist who created it, and I can't remember what the blinking thing's called. If I can either take a picture or find a picture, I'll put it up here somewhere with a link to it, because it is very good. And also I got this. So I'm sorry, but my nose is itchy again. It did this yesterday. I did make a video yesterday, but it got so itchy I had to abandon the video. But yes, I've mentioned before, I'm almost certain, I don't know if I did mention on this channel, I have been watching a YouTuber called Rev Peter Laws, and he's got a channel called Frightful with Rev Peter Laws, and he's awesome. Actually, he takes spooky stories and spooky things that have been happening to people, and he's made a he makes YouTube videos about them. So he's done Clop Hill, He's done haunted houses, he's done things in different parts of the UK. He's just done one which was a true crime one based in America, which was very good. Yeah, so he's not your typical man of the cloth. In fact, the very first chapter is called The Sinister Minister. I don't know how many pages it is now. I think it's 53. I'm 53 pages in this book, and I only got it on Thursday, which for me is amazing. And yes, I know I'm still reading Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day, except I may have put everything else aside to read this. I'm really, really enjoying it. And because I watch his YouTube channel, I can hear his voice in my head as I'm reading the book, which I think makes it really a lot more interesting. I'm thoroughly enjoying this book. I can already highly recommend it, and I can highly recommend his YouTube channel as well. It's a very interesting channel. And the name of the book is Why We Love Monsters, Ghosts, Death and Gore, The Frighteners. He tends to have this on display in his videos quite a bit. And yeah, so I can recommend his channel, and I can recommend his book as well. He also is a writer for 14 Times magazine, which I used to get. I might actually get myself a copy just as a treat. I haven't read it for many, many years. But yeah, he does the film reviews in that apparently. And also he's kind of one of the experts on a podcast called Uncanny, which they did make a TV series out of. It was like I think it's like a 4-part series, which is actually really good. It's really interesting, and the podcast's very interesting as well. It's presented by, I think he's a skeptic who goes round Britain looking at so-called hauntings and possessions and things, and then he makes the episode about it, and then he consults experts, whether they be a psychiatrist or a vicar, like Peter Laws, for instance. And it's very interesting, and I've just started listening to that, and I'd forgotten there was a podcast on that, and it's on Spotify. So if you've got Spotify or anything you stream podcasts on, it might even be on Audible, I'm not sure. But I listen to it on Spotify. I follow it on there, and I really enjoy the podcast. I've been listening to quite a few of them now, and yeah, so I'm really enjoying this book. I've been reading it before I go to bed at night as well. I think I should just purely read this before bed at night, because YouTube's not a good idea to watch, really, when you're trying to go to sleep. Also, I did a little bit of playing with what I had in my pencil case. I don't know if you remember, I did a haul with Jackson's a little while ago, and I hadn't actually used any of it. Not a single thing. It was sat there, and my daughter's like, "Can I use it? Can I use it?" And I was like, "I've not even used it yet." Oh, and I'm hoping she doesn't mind, but I'm going to share it anyway. If she does, I'll just cut it out, or if I can, or refilm the whole thing. But I also got this as a birthday present, and I absolutely love it. It made me smile as soon as she brought it up to me. But this is what she painted for me in my gouache. Yes, I let her loose with my gouache. And yes, I had used my gouache quite a bit. I'm still learning how to use that paint. It's very beautiful. But this is what she painted for me. Isn't it beautiful? She's a very good little artist, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a mum, but I love this. It made me smile, and I'm going to put it in a frame, and every time I see it, I know I'm going to smile. It's just really pretty, and I absolutely love it. It sits on my book library, art cart, whatever you would like to call it. And now it won't stay up. Stay. Yes, there we go. So it lives on my art cart, my book and my library and art cart, I should say, shouldn't I? But yeah, that's what I got for my birthday. That's what's been happening medical wise. So yeah. I have also been thinking about what I want to do with my channel. And oh, I also have to say happy Summerween. Now, happy summer solstice, happy summer, and happy Summerween. If you don't know what Summerween is, those of us who love Halloween, those of us who love autumn, we start counting down to autumn about now. And I was reminded this because my friend sent me the loveliest thing on Instagram with happy Summerween, have a great one or something. And I was like, oh, it's Summerween! I love Summerween, which is why I have got I don't know if you can see them. I got these off Etsy. I might just put it closer to the. It's a tiny little acorn. Isn't it cute? And also, I won't take my necklace off because it's a faff to take it off and put it on again. But I've got this from Shop Dixie, I think it is. Love Shop Dixie. I also love Fable, which I'm coming to now, because I've been thinking about what I want to do with this channel, and as much as I love art and books, I'm also a bit of a weirdo, as you can tell by what I've been reading and what I've been watching. I also have been watching other YouTubers, and I can't remember them all, but I will put them in the box below here. In fact, anything I've been watching, listening to, or anything, I will put in the box below. I want to do like special things, so like when it definitely gets to autumn, I want to read purely autumnal, cozy, mystery, vibing type books. So I'm collecting them now. I'm going to start collecting them now. I'm going to start collecting autumnal things so that I can just decorate the house. I've been wanting to do it for so long, and to be honest, what with being really, really ill when I had my daughter, and also with this annoying cyst thing, it's really shown me that you know, you really have to just live like every day is fun. And I've had obviously bad days, as you would do if you've had a serious abdominal surgery. Which reminds me, I saw the dietitian last week, and she said that because I'm losing a lot of weight, because I have lost literally, see, I have lost you can tell I've lost weight, because I've lost about a stone in a month, she has recommended that I eat cakes, biscuits, and crisps. Who am I to ignore medical whatchamacallums? Who am I to ignore what the doctor says, basically? So it means when I'm sat reading my lovely books, and also Kriksis, who I've been watching as well. I have been watching Kriksis, Natasha Newton, Sandi Hester, I think it's Zuzu's House of Cats. I could be wrong on that one. And also I've been watching quite a lot of YouTube. I can't think of everything I've been watching because my brain doesn't want to work. Kriksis recommended this book. It's called Alison, which is about, I've mentioned this before, about a woman who gets married young, but then she goes to an art class and then she ends up having an affair. It's not a spoiler because it's literally on the blurb and stuff, I'm hoping anyway. She looks back over her career starting out as like an amateur artist because she's obviously some sort of big artist as this book comes to a certain part. And she's looking back on the relationships with people in her life, which has shaped her art career and her artistry, if that makes sense. So I have been dipping into this as well. And also, I need to show you this. I hope you can see this. I went to Townley Hall about 2 years ago, and there was a pre-Raphaelite exhibition on, and I didn't know. And I went with my in-laws and my husband and my daughter. We had a day out. We went into the house, and I didn't know there'd been a pre-Raphaelite exhibition. I was gutted. I loved pre-Raphaelite artwork, the history. I've even got Desperate Romantics, which was a mini-series which was on, I think it was BBC Two, about, 10 years ago, with the dude who played Paul Dark. And he was also in Being Human, which was a great series until he ate everybody on the train. Silly vampire. Anyway, and that was filmed at Box Tunnel, and I've been past Box Tunnel, and they filmed it in Bristol, and they filmed it in Bath, and I've been to both of those places because I used to live near there. Yeah, so gone off thingy. Yeah, so basically, I missed the exhibition. However, I got to talk to the curator as they were taking it down because it was going to London. And I got to see what happens when they take them down and when they send them off to somewhere else. And I think that was better than the exhibition. I still got to see some of the paintings that were up. And I had a lovely conversation about the pre-Raphaelite period and people like Dante Gabriel Rossetti. And yeah, so that was absolutely amazing. And that was the best exhibition that I think I've ever been to in my entire life. That and Angels of Anarchy, which, excuse me, sorry, was female artists who had been exhibited in Manchester. There was a Frida Kahlo that I didn't particularly like, but it was Frida Kahlo, so I stood there for half an hour getting funny looks, looking at this artwork. And there was Judy Chicago and the dinner party, whatever it's called, and a few other things that I'd never seen before, which I got to see. So they're my two favourite exhibitions of my entire life. And it was fantastic to talk to the curator, actual curator at Townley Hall, because not a lot of people really, the general public, members of the general public don't generally get to talk to the curator themselves and have a nice half an hour long chat or whatever. So yes, that was absolutely fantastic. And I think I did put it on Instagram, maybe, but I got the catalogue from the exhibition that I missed, which I didn't mind missing it because I got to talk to the curator. So yes, but yeah, that was great. But also, as I was saying about the channel, I'm thinking I'd like to do like creepy kooky stuff. I don't know if you'd be in for that. You know, like books and art and things, looking at artists who interpret maybe children's gothicy books and things like that. But yeah, I've realised after these two huge events in my life that I need to not worry about anything else. I have my family, I have my friends. That's all that's really important. I have my little channel, which I'm really enjoying, and I'm gonna enjoy hopefully making videos possibly each week. And I didn't show you my sketchbook, did I? Finally used the pith sketchbook I got in my haul from Jackson's. I need to put an order in for some more things from Jackson's, and I need to have a play with my my birthday presents, and also I swatched them. Here's the swatches. Aren't these gorgeous, gorgeous colours? That is gouache. That's beautiful, that gouache, actually. I do like that. I like yellow. But yes, I did swatch them. I never used to swatch. I have to admit, it's kind of fun swatching because you get to see the colours, don't you? That's kind of the whole point of swatching. Duh. But yeah, I want to kind of embrace the weirdness as well. I mean, I watch things like true crime things, and also I've been watching Saran Jones do a documentary on the Salem witches starting in obviously Pendle. And actually, I have watched a film that is from a book, which was basically the book on film. My daughter insisted that I sit and watch Danny the Champion of the World with her. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hadn't watched it since I was probably her age, and she'd already seen it. I don't think she's completely interested in watching it a second time, but I watched it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I can highly recommend that. If you like Jeremy Irons, his actual son plays his little boy in the film. And it's got a really huge cast. It's got Robbie Coltrane. It's got the grandpa from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang in it. It's got some really big names, and I can definitely recommend you to watch that film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It is literally taking Roald Dahl's Danny the Champion of the World and putting it in a film. And when they collect all of the pheasants, it's just absolutely beautiful, because Robbie Coltrane's horrible in that film, also known as Hagrid, which my daughter was like, "That's Hagrid!" I was like, "Yes, he was in things before Harry Potter." So yes, he's a horrible person in that, because if you know Roald Dahl, there's always a really nasty adult in a Roald Dahl book, isn't there? Whether it's Matilda or I can't think of any others off the top of my head. But yeah, yeah. So I can highly recommend that. And I watched Coco as well. I've seen that twice now. Absolutely fell in love with that film. Cried at the end. It's beautiful. It's all based around Day of the Dead. I think it was basically Disney's apology for what they did with Book of Life. I think I vaguely remember reading that they tried to copyright Day of the Dead so they could sell merchandise until there was a scream back, and then out came Coco. And I think Coco is an absolutely stunning film. It's beautiful. And if that was Disney's apology, they did a good job. I think they did anyway. I am hoping to watch Pollock this week. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to watch films about artists or films based on art, and maybe give my review of it, spoiler free if possible. Because I tried that once. I'm not sure if I reviewed Gollum on this channel or my other channel, and I gave away a big spoiler, and I spent half an hour trying to edit it out. I suck at spoiler free stuff, but I will do my best to get better at it. Yeah, so I don't quite know what I want to do. I just think I might do things for my channel that I really, really like. Things on Halloween, things on autumn. Also, I have another channel which is Autumn Fox and Rabbit Crafts, which I'm hoping to start uploading on there as well, because I have a lot of craft projects in mind. Also, we are still decorating and doing our daughter's room, so I will still be taking you along with that, because I'm going to be turning what would have been her room when she's in that room into a library slash quilting studio slash art studio. Emphasis on quilting. Because it's something that I know I'm able to sit down and do for hours on end, as well as painting and drawing. So, and also I want to really concentrate on getting a kind of a very eclectic library together. Oh, my tea's gone cold. And I think that's my cue to shut up, because I've been here for about half an hour now, and I think you must be bored. If you've made it to the end, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I know it's been a bit all over, but basically I just really wanted to make a video to let you know how I'm doing, and I'm doing a lot better. I'm taking each day at a time. I am being careful. I'm doing as I'm told, because I can't actually do anything. And so I'm looking forward to testing these out in my sketchbook, which anything obviously art related and things. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as Samantha Sutherland Art and Books. So yes, you can find me on there, and I'm also on Goodreads as well. So I also, before I forget, there is a YouTuber called Cherry Wallis, and she has just opened up a shop. I'll say just about a month or so ago, she opened up a shop in Matlock called The Lost Cauldron, and Fable Jewellery. She sells Fable jewellery there, as well as Harry Potter things, and it looks to be not just like a witchy shop, like you go along and get ingredients and stuff for spells. It's more kind of like, I think, gift shop and things like that, which, excuse me, I'm really wanting to visit. So I'm hoping my husband will be a chauffeur for me, as well as making me copious amounts of cups of tea and fetching me biscuits and things. I'm hoping he's going to take me round bookshops and shops of interest. Matlock is one of them, and I'm hoping to go for my daughter's birthday, which would be kind of cool because I think by then the drain will be out and I'll be able to take longer car journeys. But also there's a bookshop in Bramall, which if I wait till July, they are doing up the cafe there. It's been there for like 20-30 years or something, and it was recently taken over because the couple who owned it retired and sold the business, and they sold it to this family who used to frequent the shop a lot when their family were younger and stuff. So they've bought the bookshop and they're doing up the cafe. So I really, really want to do a video on that if they will allow me to, which would be, and it'll also help me with my confidence because I'm not very confident at taking video when I'm out and about, and I really would like to do that. I'd like to make a video on that. So if I can wait until July, like I said, that's when the cafe is reopening because it's closed at the moment. So you know, I'd like to take the trip up to Waterstones when I'm able to, and things like that. And also my daughter has she has sports day on Friday, and I want to take my sketchbook along with me and really push myself to do like very, you know, very quick sketches and stuff of her doing the games and things, because we're not allowed to take photographs. I tried that last year, but it absolutely tipped it down. And so, which reminds me, I need to get a camping chair so I can sit down, because I really want to watch that, because I can't stand and I can't sit on my rollator because it's too hard. It's gonna be, I'm gonna be there for like an hour, so I need to be comfortable. So yeah, so I'm gonna stop babbling now because I think I'm in the babble part of the video. Anyone who I've been watching, as I said, I will put in the box below. I think that's really about it. I've not been doing a huge amount of art. I've been doing quite a bit of reading with this, because like I said, I'm about 50 odd pages in, which is unknown for me unless I really, really like a book and I get carried away with it, and I'm obviously really enjoying this and I got very, very carried away. I will put a link to his channel, and also, yeah, because my husband's also going to be back with my daughter in the next few minutes. I've just looked at the time. So I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great week. And I'm going to take it easy. I hope you take it easy. Like I said, happy summer solstice, happy summer ween. Are you doing anything for summer ween? Are you a summer weener? That does not sound quite right. Are you a fan of summer ween? Which I think is probably a better way of putting that. Do you have any ideas of what you might want me to show or share on the channel? I'm looking to do like watching more spooky stuff and letting you know what I think about it. Like I said, I want to watch Pollock this week, because I have to sit down. I'll do that probably Wednesday, recovering from tomorrow. Can't think of anything else. Right, I'm going to stop babbling. I'm going to go and get a fresh cup of tea. Welcome my little girl home. She's going to burst through any minute. I want to say thank you for spending this time with me. You can find me on Instagram and Goodreads, and I will say good reads to you, and happy reading, happy arting, happy whatever it is you like to do, and I will see you all again hopefully next week. And yeah, so goodbye everyone, have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.